And ladies, let me tell y'all something. If you don't think female bodybuilders are attractive, that is fine. And what I mean by that is, if you're one of those women that's like, oh no, 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 I don't want to put on too much muscle and I don't want to outdo my man. This is stemming from me looking at one of my favorite bodybuilders' posts, and I was just scrolling through her comments. She's a professional bodybuilder. Okay, if anybody know Vera Moves, I love that woman. She is, oh my God. Anyway, so I was looking at some of the nasty comments, and Lord, I mean, she gets some, it's pretty bad. It's rough. And I'm reading through it and I'm looking at women like, no, I would never want to look like that because I don't want to outdo my man or I don't want to confuse people. First and foremost, don't let anybody fool you, including your man. Nowadays, most men don't know what the hell they want. And I'm going to let y'all in on a little secret. I've touched on this before, but because I didn't want nobody to read too much into it, I didn't go ham with it because my husband loves me and has always supported me. But he was kind of leery of, I guess that's the right word, not too sure about my whole idea of wanting to body build and put on muscle mass from the start. But now, mind you, of course, I did exactly what the fuck I wanted to do. And I still plan to put on even more muscle mass. And that is just because it looks good to me. I like it. But now, baby, believe me, my husband he had and has a change of heart. Trust me, he tells me all the time, compliments me all the freaking time now about how he was like, girl, I don't know if you got good genetics or he's like, but Adrian, you have done quite the job. And always remember that I am your number one fan. But in the same breath, I am also humble enough to know that even when I was doing it, in the beginning and middle stages, I always said, I'm never going to be so complacent or arrogant to the point to where, I love my husband, but he's human, okay? And just loves women in general. Fat, skinny, tall, short, black, white, Hispanic, Asian. It doesn't matter. He just loves women. I've never been to oh, my body's there. My husband would never cheat on me or never look at another woman. And I mean, he better not cheat on me. But I still know that he could find a heavyset woman attractive. And what a lot of you need to realize while you're sitting there and you're feeling like, oh no, my husband, when I tell you that sometimes it just blows my mind at just how many men are attracted to female bodybuilders. And a lot of them will fucking deny it. And especially if you're the old lady and you're like, baby, what do you think about her like this? And then they'll be like, oh no, I don't want no hard ass woman. And do not fall for that shit. If I would have, I would not be where I'm at today. And as far as feeling like you may be leaving them behind, and a lot of the times in relationships, that's how your partner will make you feel, and that can go both ways. Even men experience this when they're working out, or better yet, if they're not working out, but if they start, talking about it and showing interest in it, if the wife or the girlfriend's not interested in it, then all of a sudden, it's like, I don't want other women looking at you. I don't want you in the gym with other women. How do I know girls ain't trying to talk to you in the gym and all of this dumb, imaginary, or whatever you want to call it. But all I'm going to say is let them be mad, or either they can get their dusty ass off the couch and do something about it too and join you. And if not, just keep moving, just like I did. I love my husband, but I knew that throughout his stubbornness over the years and him being miserable, overweight, laying on the couch, snoring when I got back home from the gym, okay? You can have different interests and going in opposite directions, but still be a whole, if that makes sense. Because I honestly believe, because I am the result, you know what I'm saying? That's what helped him get his shit together. But I never forced him, never got mad. He never made me feel bad. Once he saw that, hey, okay, that's what I was doing or whatever, I would ask him if he wanted to go. He's like, I'm not going to no gym. And that's that. And I'm like, well, okay, I'm going to the gym. I'll be back. And that was that. Me weighing my food and stuff like that. Now, him and my daughter teased me for a while about it. We go to restaurants and things like that. And in the early stages, I would take a little portable scale. And my daughter, and she would be like, Mom, are you really going to weigh that? And he would just sit there and they would laugh. Okay? They would make fun of me for that shit. But I didn't give two fucks, bro. I kept going. fucking look at me now. I don't even have a pump, okay? Now, one thing, and this is just a personal thing for me that I was mindful of. Now, my husband's like 6'2", I'm 5'4", and I'm 162 pounds now. That's what me intentionally bulking. But on average, I can maintain about 155. But I put on this weight intentionally, trying, with the purpose of it behind it is trying to grow my legs and get some development in my legs, being that I neglected them like crazy. Okay, especially in the beginning stages. So I'm trying to play catch up now. But one thing that I was mindful of, especially when my husband started taking his health and appearance more seriously and losing weight, with me putting on muscle, I definitely never wanted to be like larger than my husband. I don't want to be bigger than my husband, period. That's just like, I don't know, it's just a personal thing for me. But especially considering that I have muscle, I plan to put on more muscle. But even if I didn't have muscle, when I was overweight, I just never wanted to feel like, just no. But basically, what I'm making this video to say is like, y'all humble y'all self, okay? You cannot always believe everything that your spouse tell you on both ends of the spectrum. That goes for men with your woman, and a woman with your man. And that's the same shit goes for all you mean, very mean women sometimes. If you don't think muscle or female bodybuilders are attractive, muscle on a woman is unattractive, that is fine. But stop being mean about it, bro, because a lot of the times y'all husbands, boyfriends, y'all partners, For You pages be filled with fucking female bodybuilders. And a lot of them be all in the fucking DMs of female bodybuilders. I heard another bodybuilder speak on this one time. So if you don't like it because you don't like it, that's one thing. But if it's truly because you think men don't find it attractive, baby, I gotta even say I am surprised by it. But then again, no, I'm not. It's kind of like men will say, like, I'm just put like this, like, oh, I don't like a woman with a lot of makeup. I like my women natural and this and that. And then you find them cheating with the woman with nails this long, eyelashes out to here, eyebrows drawn on up to here, weave. So like, be so fucking serious.